Record to the cloud. I think we're doing it. Okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm Erin Giguere. I'm a director of field leadership with Living to Be. I am not the Zoom queen. This is 1,000% out of my comfort zone. But I am filling in for the beautiful Lindsay Radzik because she is off at camp. She's at camp with her daughter, Sam. So this day, today and tomorrow, we're going to be going over the 10 steps to getting started. I'm going to do 5 today, 5 tomorrow. So grab paper and pen if you have it, and we will go through. Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping that everybody can hear me and I'm doing this all right. So we'll just go with it. So step 1, the first step is become a Living to Be affiliate. Obviously, if you're going to do the business, that's probably a big important part of it. And make sure to order 400 PV within your first calendar month to maximize the Living to Be compensation plan. So I brought this with me today. I hope you guys can see it. I don't know if you can see it. We'll do it. Oh, this one first. So the reason why you want to do the 400 right here, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, is because you're going to open up all 4 levels. If you do under 400, you don't open up all the levels. So you're leaving money on the table for your first order bonuses. That's why you want to start with 400 PV your first calendar month. The other thing is on your residuals, if you don't open up those, you're missing out on levels too. So you want to make sure that you want to make sure that you open up so that you don't leave any money on the table. And once you do it once, you never have to do it again. So you max that out and then you're good to go. You just maintain your 100 PV monthly. That can be your own personal order or retail order as well. So very important. You always want people to come in on the biggest package possible because they're getting a higher percentage on that first order. So you want to teach and train that as you go. And what people do themselves, that's what they're going to teach and train. So we always want to have them come in on the biggest package possible so that that's what they teach and train. That way they're maximizing and getting the most out of the compensation plan. Number 2 is join the Living to Be Affiliate Facebook group. Search Living to Be Affiliates on Facebook and request to join the group. This group provides additional support and encouragement. That is for the people who aren't already being added. Obviously, as leaders, we want to take the reins and lead by example and make sure that our people are well taken care of. So you want to make sure that you're adding them to the groups. If they're, you can add them to results groups as well. If they're customers, just add them to the results group. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, reach out after because we have some really great groups. And these groups are the private groups, and they're groups where people come in and they're supported. It's a positive, supported thing. And then they can share their results. They can ask questions. They can search in the files. You can get a lot of information just from those groups alone. There's a lot of camaraderie in there and, cheering people on. So make sure that you're adding your people to these Facebook groups because it makes them feel like they're a part of something bigger. And the other thing too that you want to also do is when you're adding them to the groups, you can welcome them in the groups, tag everybody so that we know there's somebody new. Speaking on that just a little bit, as long as they're cool with it, like it's one thing to add them into the groups and welcome them because it's a private place. Make sure they're cool with it, you doing it on your wall, but add them on your wall and welcome them on your wall as well, because that's going to, create excitement for people who are watching you. A lot of times people will watch, they won't reach out, but they'll watch what you're doing. And, I've had people that have watched me for years and years and years and then come across, a progress photo, before and after photo of somebody who reminds them of themselves, and they've never said anything, never shown any interest, never done anything before. And they'll actually, reach out and say, that person looks just like me, or that person has my problem. Tell me more about your stuff. So people are watching. So you want to create that excitement. That's why we post ranks. That's why we post fast start bonuses and things like that. You also want to welcome them on your wall. Okay, so I've ranted on that one a little for a while. You want to register for the Living to Be text reminders for calls and announcements. Text Living to Be which is, I'm not sure if it has to be all caps, but it is, I think it is. So it's living, the number 2, the letter B, and that's to 797979. That will get you on those blasts. Now, sometimes blasts come from different companies from that same blast thing. And if you opt out of those, sometimes you'll opt out of ours. So you may have to opt back in. I've had people that have opted out of another company and ended up getting booted off of ours. I don't know, technology. I'm not technology girl. I'm belly to belly party girl and on the phone girl. So I don't know how it all works, but sometimes you have to opt back in. So if you do, and your people aren't getting the text messages or the text blasts, make sure that they do that. Okay, number 4. Wow, we're zipping through this really fast. We're going to be done fast, I think. Okay, so number 4 is sponsor 3 preferred customers within your 72 hours. For 72 hours, these are people looking for beautiful, radiant skin with timeless, increased energy and or fat loss, and increased focus and mental clarity with Inspired and Unleashed. So this is how you start your business off right. And the reason why we say within the first 72 hours is because people are excited. And when you're excited, you're like, all right, let's go. Let's make this list. Let's call everybody. If you're making your list in your affiliate kit or even just in a notebook, we want to reach out to these people. And we want to reach out to these people in the first 72 hours. When we do our opportunity meetings or our parties, we often play a game where we have people write down on a piece of paper, every single person that they can think of that needs, beautiful radiant skin, increased energy or fat loss, increased focus or mental clarity, anybody in their life that they can think of. And we have them compete against each other and then write down as many people as they can. And whoever has the most people wins. Great. It's a fun little game. It's a memory jogger. It's a fun little thing. But what you have right there is their list. That's the beginning of their list. Those are the people you're going to contact with your newbie in the first 72 hours. So you want to get those preferred customers going and ordering and get their orders in, contact them. You can do it with your sponsor. You can do it by yourself if you're fired up. We have plenty of tools that you can use. If you haven't been to livingtobeinspired.com, there's a ton of stuff that you can use there. There's audio clips. We have YouTubes. We have so much information and training and Facebook Lives that are recorded and things that are in their group. So you are not at a loss of information that you can send people or that you can study yourself so that you can feel confident in talking to people. If you need your sponsor for the first couple, beautiful, use us. That's what we're for. But, you have tons of information. So, my whole idea with and I'll get with this, I'll hold on, I'll save it for tomorrow because it's number 6. But basically we want to get do the first couple with you so you can hear how we do it, how we speak, how we present information, how we ask for the close, that sort of thing, how we counter objections. We'll do those first couple with you, but that's just to kind of get you warmed up. And then we want you to jump right in and start doing that, because you're going to learn faster by getting in there, fumbling, making mistakes. We like to fail forward. You become better by doing that. So we will do the first couple with you, but we're going to throw you out to the wolves and really get you, working and speaking with these people. So that number 4, sponsor your 3 preferred customers within your first 72 hours. If you're taking this 10 steps and you're duplicating it with every single person that you bring in, your business is going to grow exponentially. So super important. And then last but not least, our number 5, sponsor 2 affiliates within your first week. These are people looking to improve their health with Inspired and Unleashed, appearance with Timeless, and wealth with the Living to Be Hope opportunity. Those first 2 people, that's where your business gets booming. And we love customers. There is a place for everybody here. Whatever you want, whatever you're looking for, there's always a place. But we love those affiliates because a customer is 100 points, 200 points, 500 points, whatever they are, that'll come every month. And affiliates out there putting people in, bringing people in. So again, it's our goal is to leverage our time make an army of people doing the exact same thing that we're doing, and really grow our business exponentially. So those first 2 affiliates, that's how you're going to get started. And when you start those affiliates up, you're going to go through this 10 steps of getting started. Our goal, our number one goal, of course, we all want to be diamonds. We all want to be chrome black diamonds. Absolutely. We all want to be rubies. Who doesn't want to go to Minnesota and hang out with Jennifer at the spa and hang out with the corporate team and get hands-on training and, wine and dine and the whole deal. However, you got to start somewhere. You got to start with something. So become really good at being a VIP maker. If you can become a master VIP maker and just continue to do it over and over and over and over and over, that's going to make your business grow. And it's so funny, with these 10 steps. And then we also have the steps of duplication, which I'm revamping right now and kind of bringing it up to speed. And Lindsay and I will go through it soon with you guys. But when I first wrote it and put it together, it would take me, I don't know, I think the first go round, it was probably about a year of, putting people through the system and really just getting them geared up and duplicating and getting their business to explode. And then it started going to like 6 months. Like then I had somebody pop in huge ranks in 6 months. And then we got so good at duplicating and doing these steps that we started popping ranks in 3 months. And we had people popping ranks in 1 month. And, so this is a tried and true system that we have used over and over and over. And it works. If you follow it. And, that's the key with any of this stuff that we're teaching you guys, like the gold rush, like all of the information that we have. If you need to follow it step by step. It's like a recipe. If you're baking cookies, and you leave, it calls for 2 cups of flour and you leave the flour out, your cookies aren't coming out the same. Or you put 4 cups of flour in, your cookies are coming out different. Or you put 1 cup of flour in, your cookies are coming out different. If you put the 2 cups in, you follow each ingredient exactly how it says, you're going to get the same end results. So these steps and this information that we're giving you, it's your recipe for success, essentially. And so just to recap the first 5 again, become a living to be affiliate and max out that comp plan. Super important. Now, some of us are bringing in people that can't do that. And, I always say, don't count out the little tiny order starters, because my little dirty secret, don't tell anybody, my little dirty secret is when I first got started in this industry, I was I think it was at the time, a 30 PV order or a 60 PV order. It was like the smallest thing that you could get. And I ended up being, pretty big dog and, top builders in the companies that I've been with in the past. So don't count out those little dogs, because they could turn into something crazy huge. Like I said, there's a place for everybody. And sometimes you've got to get started however you got to get started. We want them to max out. Again, that's the way we want to teach and train. That's the best way to do it. That's how they're going to maximize the compensation plan. Sometimes they just can't do it right off the bat. So if that's the case, then let's figure it out over the 30 days. Put your 3 people in, put your 3 preferred customers in, put your 2 affiliates in. When you get paid on that, let's reinvest that back in your business and maximize your comp plan. So, be strategic how you're taking these people through these steps. And, obviously you want to be understanding, and you want to, you got to be mindful and caring of how they can do it. But I will tell you this, people will pay for what they want. I give the example of, if you had a kid who was sick, you had a kid who, or somebody that you love that needed, $1,000 doctor visit. it didn't matter if you had it or not, you'd find a way to get it. So, people will pay for what they want. And if you're painting the vision of the opportunity and the vision of the future for what they want, if you're pulling out of them their goals and what they want and need, and you're painting the picture well enough, they will see the value of coming in full blown. So, that's the other thing too. But again, we don't know where people stand. So there's a place for everybody, but that first 30 days is really super important. You want to duplicate that out. Join the groups, that camaraderie, that being a part of something, the having fun and the laughing. That's again why I like the belly to belly parties. People want to be a part of something fun and good and happy. So if adding people in as we start to grow and start to get bigger, you might see some negativity in there. Let us know. Let the people who run the groups know, because we want to, grab onto those people and, kind of change their mindset and get them out of negativity. But we want to keep those groups super positive and powerful and just fun and a good, safe place for people to come, ask questions, share, register for the text reminders. These calls are important, and we know that you can't, you have lives, you have jobs, you have things you have to do. So the Zooms and the calls and the training calls and all these things, we know it's a lot. Get on what you can. The more you can get, the more information you're going to soak in that you're going to be able to send out to the world. And I will tell you, from these trainings, from the calls, from the three-way calls, from the parties, from you guys listening to us over and over and over, you're going to start hearing yourself sound like us. And I've had people tell me like so many times, oh my God, I just did a call by myself and I sounded exactly like you. That's what happens when you're hearing it over and over and over. So make sure you're getting on those calls, make sure you're getting those announcements, make sure your people are getting on those announcements. So when you're getting somebody started, and you're sitting down, setting up their back office and, going through the 10 steps and going through all the things, get on their phone and register if they're not already registered. Okay. Sponsor your people. Jump in, guys. We sometimes get a little chicken about what people think. And I actually have a post that I haven't even posted yet. I've been working on it since 6 a.m. And then I just haven't even been about, living our authentic selves. And a lot of times we get so afraid of what people are going to think or how they're going to react that we hold ourselves back from reaching out to those people. Jump in. And hold your people's hands. When you're doing these 10 steps with them, hold their hands, jump in with them like, hey, let's call them together. Let's reach out to them together. And because once they do it a couple times, it's no big deal. They realize nobody's going to come through the phone and punch your face or anything like that. So, the first 72 hours, the first week, 2 affiliates, 3 preferred customers. That's 5 people. Not very many. Not very many. So, and if you can keep this up now, and tomorrow we'll do the next 5, because I don't want to keep going. Oh wow, I'm already totally over the time. So, but tomorrow we'll do the next 5, and when we're done, people are like, oh, I did my 10 steps. What did I do? Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again until you can sit back and watch your business grow without you. So, with that, I'm gonna stop taking all your time and have a lovely day. I'm Erin Giguere. I am living to be an authentic, powerful hope broker. And now I'm going to try and figure out how to be also living to be turning this off, because I don't know, but we'll see. And meeting. I'm going to just do it and hope it works.